would you blame the computer or the programmer?
Right.
The fucking programmer. And the problem with black people is there was never anything uploaded back.
Right.
They didn't even take a month. Even though we were programmed for over 300 years, they didn't even take a month to reinstill that knowledge of self and knowledge of God and knowledge of Africa.
Right.
Everything about black people we try.
A great point. You know, you killed that BET freestyle. Great music, but no one seems to care.
But
Not
I
just
care.
yourself, but you know, you have other artists out there as well. Why is that?
Because you're not telling him, African woman, goddess, with hair of wool. Yes, you, queen, the one who was dragged and slaved to Babylon. But you have power over death. You are she who raised her husband back to life. What about Osiris, whom you brought back to life when Seth killed him? Can't nobody kill your seed? Our great ancestor Harriet let you know the power is in your hand. Love him. He is your father. He is your son. He is your father. He is your son. He is your father. Where is he? Where's your son?
This lovely black woman, she is impregnated by a man, which is her husband, a black man. At the time, by a man, which is her husband, a black man. At the time, she was in bondage to a Caucasian man who had purchased her when she was around 11 or 12. So he wanted her so bad, y'all. Like, he waited for her to get old enough. Then he ended up raping
anybody who's light-skinned, because if you're light-skinned, you didn't have a choice. Hello. But in most cases, when Africans came to this land, that was darker than Akon. And Akon, my homie, he's slightly purple. I'm just saying. I'm being real. That's how I want my kids to look, like Akon. And in order for you to get lighter, what had to happen to you? Yeah, raped. You had to be raped. So when you tell a girl or you tell somebody or one of your boys that you need a light-skinned girl, I hate that. You telling them that if your family ain't had no white dick up in you, you're not good enough for me. And you're also saying that my children and my mama and my grandmother is not good enough for me.
Trying to impregnate her so that way he can implant his seed into her, but it didn't work. Y'all didn't see it to be that way, so she never got pregnant by this man. So this is where we're picking up right here with a scene where he's going to be asking her who is the father of that baby.
I think black people have lost themselves. Slavery was one of those things that disconnected us from the womb. And I think that our religion, our culture, our language, everything that makes you a person of culture or a human was taken away from us.
And we're going to see what happens, you know. Like I said, they know who we are, and they knew who we were then too.
We were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same.
But just peek. Watch.
Luna, who's the father? Luna?
If you look at, I'm a stepchild. My stepfather, I have his name tattooed on my arm. His name is Zeno. He's the most important man in my life. He's my hero, but my hero does not look like me. So I know how it feels for the person that you love the most on this earth. They don't look like you. So imagine if these little black children, even though black people have been on this earth over 92,000 years before the first white gene, but their image of God doesn't look like them. And we all know black people are more religious they're much more religious than the people who gave us our religion. Yes, right. So you know how it feels if they don't think God looks like them, or Superman, or Batman, or Wonder Woman, or Spider-Man.
Happy Jack, Georgie, you gather everybody up in front of the big house. And Jack, you hurry on ahead, you get my shaving blade, scissors, and a mirror. Georgie, you gather up Nina's clothes. I told you to run, you gather up! You gather up! Don't you move, Tom.
Go ahead, you heard him. Gather up. Go to work. Go ahead, gather up for him.
You're gonna get on your knees. You're gonna get on your knees for me and you're gonna soak your head. No. You know what? No. You're gonna do what I said you're gonna do now. No. I wanna clean out that hut. And I throw it all in the fire. Everything of yours and everything of George's too. Her clothes, her pouches, her dollars, everything in the fire. You hear me? You do as I say, child. Sit that down, Jack. Sit it down now.
All right, watch this. Listen very closely.
Your boy get up on behind you like this, huh?
I even got it in captions for you.
Oh, this is just wool. You say I got wool on my head, not hair. Say it for me, Nina. God's wool, not hair. It's just wool. And it ain't yours, whatever, if I say it ain't. Yeah. See, we got wool. We got wool. You move your head, Nina, I'm gonna bleed your skull.
But their image of God doesn't look like them. And we all know black people are more religious they're much more religious than the people who gave us our religion. Yes, right. So you know how it feels if they don't think God looks like them.
You like the way I touch you, Nina? You like the way I touch you? Look at us. Isn't that nice? That baby is no more yours than the wool on your head. They both belong to me.
Look at your man, goddess. He's speaking for you. There's no excuses. He's valuable. He's worthwhile.
Look at him.
Stop shooting him down.
Man. Look at him. Love him.
Value him. Treasure him.
They say I'm in urban myth. They said black men don't exist. Prove them wrong. Won't you marry me? Marry me. And they say I'm nothing but a stat on a sheet. But here I am on my bended knees. Prove them wrong. Won't you marry me? Oh, marry me. So I'm asking every woman.
But can you identify him? Whose reflection do you see when you look in that mirror? Does it not reflect a goddess who knows her son? her husband, her child's father. But he is of your posterity. Do you realize that he is your salvation? Will bless themselves out of him. He will give you a seed. Luke 1:31, you will conceive and give birth to a son, and his name shall be called. Call his name, the name of your sons. Your sons, Giovanni, Jabaz, Jaheem, Delight, Tyrell, James. Your sons, Dwight, Well, Purple. Your fathers, call on them. They are the heirs. 1 Kings 9, verse 5. Then I will establish your royal throne over Zion forever, as I promised, and ever, and ever. He's here, goddess. He's talking to you. He's speaking for us. He loves you. He's not in a grave, unless that's where you want him to be. What do you call him? Do you call him lion, king, or nothing ass nigga? Is he a child support check? Look at him. He's here. He's talking to you. Wake up. This is not entertainment.
No matter how controversial you want to be, you still have to be entertaining. So even if you pick up a controversial concept like slavery, like a black woman being beat against a tree because she wanted a bar of soap. So you say, okay, we feel this. All she wanted was a bar of soap. She's on the tree getting whipped. We are, well, let me even go deeper. African Americans sat there, watched the black woman get beat against the tree, and did absolutely nothing. Now, we would say, well, Chris, it's a movie. What are you going to do in a movie? Punch the white guy next to you? What are you going to do in a movie, okay? No, that's of course, that's crazy, but here's the point. We have become so objective to our own existence.
Or to the objectification of black bodies.
No, we are objective to black bodies. We are trained to approach our oppression as if it's someone else. We actually watch Eric Gardner, let's say, I can't breathe. Or anyone else, Trayvon, anybody. We still are watching it. It's still entertaining. The only way it wouldn't be entertainment is if one of us or many of us went to, say, the precinct. So let's say we went to Rikers Island off New York City. Rikers Island there. So we all go to Rikers Island and we surround the prison. 10,000 black folk with guns. We go and surround the prison. And we're going to camp out, and they're going to bring the National Guard, and some of us may actually get shot, but we're going to stand here. The same way we march and picket in the street. We're going to stand here. The same way we march and picket in the street. Why don't we go march and picket in front of the jails and the prisons and say, as Africans, we are not going to participate in this system until our people are free. If we're not doing that, then now let's back up. Because everything then is entertainment. Everything is all entertainment. We can watch our mother get beat on the silver screen. We can even get an award for it. In fact, the young lady got an award for it. And for that scene.
Wake up. This is not a movie. We don't want no awards. The word says, command me concerning my sons. Shall the clay say to him who forms with it, what have you created? Or the womb to who births with it? Or is he still your master? Command your son. Is he still goddess, your master? And he will work. You working for them checks? He will rule. Is he still wake up, your master? You work together for your sons. Or is he still your master? Wake up.
The being that brought the information, the masculine energy. This does not take away for the fact that, and the subject at hand today, the black melanated man is God, does not take away the fact that the black melanated woman is God as well, because we cannot have God without having feminine and masculine in balance. Exactly. We can't say one without the other. Got to merge two. Now, we have to respect both energies, because if we're gonna say we respect the laws of nature, we gotta say that we respect the male as far as masculine energy, and then we respect the feminine energy as well, coming together as one, because we're one being. And as long as we keep this separation up between the two energies, we will have chaos, we will have feminists, we will have all this stupid shit and hate, because we're not vibrating and appreciating both aspects of energy. Okay? Now, does that mean, how can you be a lesbian and embody masculine energy but hate men? It doesn't make sense. The male specimen is designed for your energy. You feel what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's like you even immolate it. You even trying to become more masculine by taking testosterone to make your body become more male-like.
That's a fact.
How can you do this? This is a lower self. You understand? We must honor both. That's what I was doing. Even though I could have been out here like, yo, I'm God, masculine energy, and not honoring the feminine energy. And I probably would have got the reverse effect or some kind of weird-ass imbalance effect too with that. Who knows what would happen with that? But what is not going to happen is I'm not going to be supreme. You got to be kidding me. I'm going to be supreme because I'm supreme being. You could rest for sure that Nature Boy is going to find the truth, live the truth, and be the truth at all times. I'm in love with nature. I'm in love with masculinity. I'm in love with femininity put together. That make God. You see, when that male and female come together, they make a seed. Them 23 chromosomes, you need each other. 23 and 23. It make, boom, 46. 46 make a seed. That seed is then nurtured. That seed is then nurtured by that by the soil of the woman, the feminine energy, which is nursing and nurturing it. She nurses and nurtures the seed. Now, let me say this. I want to go into the components of the feminine energy and the masculine energy as far as melanated people go. And prove to you that the man is supposed to rule without a doubt. Am I coming in clear? Good. Energy. It is the manifestation of the mind of God. It is the ruler, the thing that can bring structure and order and rules. And black woman is here to nurse and nurture that. I'm going to prove it. She's already doing it for the white man.
Nina, who's the father? Nina? Come.
Oh, yes. The black woman in America, the black woman in Babylon are already in a secret relationship with the white man, the bank. You're not independent, sweetheart. You are working for the white masculine energy that governs you. It's called the government. That's a male.
Whatever you choose to think will be your life. And we don't take that seriously enough. We really don't. And again, it's a weird thing to say because this is an issue of character. If a young child believes in Santa Claus, why is you as the adult going to take away that joy? You're an adult. You know Santa Claus ain't real, especially the white one. You know that ain't real. That's Coca-Cola. Come on. But your young kid, your young black kid, wants to see an old, heavy-set white dude with a white beard. Your black kid says, this is my dude right here. I'm waiting for Christmas, Ma.
You're gonna do what I say you're gonna do now. I wanna clean out that hut. And I throw it all in the fire. Everything of yours and everything of George's too. Her clothes, her pouches, her dollars, everything in the fire. You hear me?
You're not gonna let Christmas go by. And I don't want a black Santa Claus. I want the one that I see every day. You, mother, you know what the deal is. But your children's happiness as well as maturity.
Does she believe he's Santa Claus? Is that her master? Or was she scolded, balded? Is she afraid that she will lose everything? But what is everything? Because he promised to give you hidden treasures of darkness, riches of secret places. It is in that stuff? Is it in that stuff? Is it in the houses, the cars, the jewelry? Do you think you're going to lose without that? No, you're going to lose without the black man. Don't be afraid. You are a goddess. Rise up.
We're going to suffer because we are going to have to take responsibility for the residual evil and the comforts that we take for laying up under them.
Do you give them the truth right then and there on December 24th? Or do you go, and go through the whole thing? This is the hard job of the philosopher. As I sit with you right now, there are so many things that I would like to say to the public that they are not ready for. You don't want to hear it. It's too crazy. Like, okay, just an example, and don't stretch this out. It's not the question. Slavery never existed. You see, I'm just gonna throw something at you. Okay? Slavery never existed. No black people were slaves. Because if slavery existed then, it still exists now. We call it employment today. We call it employment. We call the master the boss now. But nothing about the society in which we lived has changed except technology.
Also, an element of participation and free will. There's a big difference between being able to leave your place of employment and being under threat of death.
Amir, Georgie, you gather up Mina's clothes. I told you to run, you gather up! You gather up! Don't you move, Charlie! You're gonna get on your knees, You're gonna get on your knees for me.
You can't leave your place of employment or you'll die.
Financially, over
same
time.
Thing, the same. That's the new God now. We can't do anything without money. So leave your job, you die. It's slavery still.
I want you to hold that enormous thought.
So leave your job, you die. It's slavery still.
I want you to hold that enormous thought.
Energy that's governing America. It's just the lower self of the male. You are honoring and worshiping a man, whether you know it or not. You are the one that goes to work for him. You wash his clothes. You give your energy to his system. Oh, you ain't know I was gonna hit you with all this shit, did you? See, you will leave your children in his school system so he can program their mind to be him.
My question would be, what are some of the tools? So again, since he talked about homeschool, I know I don't have the patience or the ability to do that. Plus, I know I'd be harder on him.
you will also drop their ass off and go to his job to work for him and his agenda. You are submissive to the white man, and he rules you in his world called hell. He is the lower self of man in masculine energy. Hello. Oh, y'all ain't know I was going to bring it to you like that. But that's the facts of the matter. What you think all the government jobs is full of? Black woman. All the judges, all the judicial system full of black fucking women. Where's the black man at? The black man is the resistance. See, they couldn't have that resistance. In order for them to have a functional society, they had to lock that black man up, so they created laws to lock their resistance up. They created the community. We were raised in the community. They set the laws. They do it to today. You talking about the black man let me tell you something. The white man, your husband, whether you know it or not, he's your fucking husband. Your ass work for the bank. I don't care if you think you got your own business. You ain't got no motherfucking business. That money that ain't no black money. Ain't no such thing as black money when the Federal Reserve is written all over it. Cut it out. You already serving and worshiping and bowing down to a fucking cracker. To a white system, a European man. It ain't no woman you bowing down to. You bowing down to the white man. Masculine energy. But you won't even do that for your own man. Because he been stripped of his dignity, his pride. He been thrown in a cage. You allowed it. And you let it flow. Because you the one that keep working for the white man. See, the whole system would fall apart if the black woman would say, hell no, give me my man back. I want to serve my man. But he got you feeling like you independent. Motherfucker, you ain't independent. You are not independent. You don't make your own house. You don't make your own car. You don't make your own shelter. You don't make your own electricity. You don't make your own shit. You ain't got that. You are depending on the European system. Hello. Yes, you have a man. That's why you can't respect the black man. You won't let the black man rule like we're supposed to rule because we belong in the fucking jungle. See, when it comes to nature, we're brown. We're brown beings. And that brown being is resistant. You never notice in the hoods, all around in the hoods, in every hood, the black male is resistant to that lower self system. We never did fit into their system because we was born into the system, but we belonged in the jungle, baby. We were born in Philly. We was born in New York. We was born in motherfucking Chicago, but we don't belong there. We are jungle people. We woke up in that motherfucking nightmare. And Nature Boy's here to tell you that you belong in the jungle where you rule, black man. Black man, you belong in the jungle where you rule, and the black woman is there to serve you and to nurture you and to honor you. Because guess what? We are your creation. You created us to keep you in order. But you are serving the wrong part of yourself. You are serving the white male. You are not serving the black male. Who's you? The black man is you. The melanated man is you. You are serving the lower self man. You are serving the bank, the Federal Reserve. Guess who owned the bank? The motherfucking devil itself. You ain't nothing but a demon, sweetheart. You think you independent? Your little weave, looking like a white woman. You even want to dress and look like a white woman to appeal to your man. Because even your black man that you have is seeing his eyes through a white man. He is a white man. They don't turn him into a white man, and you only in love with a nigga with a suit and his hair cut low and he look well groomed and you in love. You wouldn't even know it. You won't even know you in love with a European man. You in love with a European man.
I'm being real. That's how I want my kids to look. Right. Like Akon. And in order for you to get lighter, what had to happen to you? Yeah, raped. You had to be raped. So when you tell a girl or you tell somebody or one of your boys that you need a light-skinned girl. I hate that. You telling them that if your family ain't had no white dick up in you, you not good enough for me. And you also saying that my children and my mama and my grandmother is not good enough for me.
We always resisted in Philly, in Chicago. We all problems. What we're doing is killing each other because they turned us against each other. It's either killing us out, putting drugs in
any slave and this is why we have haters. You know what they would do to any slave that would escape the plantation?
Pit everybody against that.
They would beat everybody nearly to death. We have to be clear, nearly to death. So when people hate you because you getting out of the neighborhood, or Kurt, because you now own the studio, and you wonder why people hate you and you ain't done shit but good things for the community, because you escaping the plantation. When you see somebody speaking knowledge, that's why yesterday I wasn't mad that some people were mad at me. They just don't understand why they freak out. It's called cognitive dissonance also. When you know that something ain't right, but you find a way in your mind to make it right because you have nothing else to base it on, our people are fucked up. So that means it's going to take a small few of us to stop judging the black people who don't know. You try to teach and we move forward.
We didn't have no guns. We didn't manufacture no guns. But that shit was thrown in the community. And black men would rather sell drugs than work for some fucking cracker. Because we got that independent spirit in us. We are the resistance. We are the immune system of the fucking planet. That's why we're brown. We're brown because we're melanated. That's what the color of the ground is. The ground is brown. The trees are brown. Or anything that has green in it is coming from something brown. Any species on this planet, when you want to know its natural environment, you look at the color of the being. The color of the being lets you know what its natural environment is. You are brown because you belong in the jungle. This is our home. Your hair, it grows out your hair, Nazi. It knot up. It lock up. Why? Because it becomes more conducive to energy.
It's just war, and it ain't yours. Whatever, if I say it ain't. Yeah. See, we gonna win. We gonna win. You move your head, you don't mean to bleed your skull. You like the way I touch you, Mimi? You like the way I touch you? Look at us. Isn't that nice? That baby is no more yours than the wool on your head. They both belong to me.
We were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same.
Oh. To communicate with the universe. You are the universe in physical form, and you belong closer to the sun in a tropical environment because you are the sun, and we are the children of God, and we have to get back in tune with nature. Huh?
A great point. You know, you killed that BET freestyle, but no one cared. But no one cared. But no one cared. But no one cared
about that,
honey.
And see, the amazing thing for me, so how can I expect people to support conscious music when they are not conscious? So it is my responsibility and no one else. If I want people to support conscious music at the same time, simultaneously, or before, I have to raise the consciousness. Everything about black people, we try to change it.
Yeah.
And something that I always tell people is Africans came over here super dark. And if you are American and you are light-skinned, 9 times out of 10 it happened because of rape.
Of course.
And people don't talk about that. So when a person says, I want a light-skinned woman, you are telling that person that you hope that their family had been raped by white people.
Honey, it's all in the music. It's all in the music. It's all in the music.
For me personally, I know that I want to make a difference as far as my children are concerned. I got 3 daughters, and I don't want them to grow up wanting to be a bad bitch. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it starts in a home. Certain things, even that dark skin, light skin. I have 4 children. They are all different shades, from light to dark. Like I have family members that are all different shades from light to dark. That shit is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard with that light skin, dark skin shit. And that Willie Lynch letter, that shit is real.
People don't talk about that,
honey.
And see, the amazing thing for me, so how can I expect people to support conscious music when they are not conscious? So it is my responsibility and no one else. If I want people to support conscious music, at the same time, simultaneously, or before, I have to raise the consciousness.
So when we do all of these things, Miss Kitty, I learned, even for some of the problems that I have in Mississippi, I understand why it is. Do you know what they would do to any slave and this is why we have haters. You know what they would do to any slave that would escape the plantation?
And tear down those cages in the cafeteria. You treat them like animals, that's exactly how they'll behave. This is an institution of learning, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't control it, how can you teach? Discipline is not the enemy of enthusiasm. So the state will not take us over to perform the task which you have failed to do, to educate our children. Forget about the way it used to be. This is not a damn democracy. We are in a state of emergency, and my word is law. There's only one boss in this place, and that's me.
Can I help you, Mr. Clark?
Yes, you may, Mrs. Elliott. I want everyone at Eastside High to learn the school song and to sing it on demand or be suspended. Now, can you see to that?
Yes, certainly, Mr. Clark. All right, everyone, from the top.
Mrs.
Ready?
Elliott, may I see you in the hall, please?
Now.
Yes, now.
Mrs. Powers, will you please see if you can get these people together? If you sing like that in New York, we will not be invited back.
Mrs. Elliott, I don't like being ignored like that.
I'm sorry, Mr. Clark, if you weren't getting enough attention, but I'm trying to train a chorus.
And you don't think the school song is important enough to warrant a little interruption, is that right?
The school song is fine, but we were doing Mozart. I was right in the middle of a difficult part. If you would like us to respect your work, you could try to appreciate ours.
Who do you think you're talking to?
A man who seems to be threatened when any other adult in this school does something that the children like.
Mrs. Powers, I want it quiet in here right now.
I would love to chat, Mr. Clark, but I have a concert next week in New York, and I would like to be prepared.
What?
Prepared. You do know what that means. It means capable, ready, and up to your job.
What concert, Mrs. Elliott?
The one at Lincoln Center. We do it every year.
Until now, your concert is canceled.
What?
Canceled! You do know what canceled means, don't you, Mrs. Elliott? Over? Finished? Terminated?
Why? These children have worked too
Well,
hard.
not telling me for one thing.
I filed a form in your office. Why did you talk to your parents?
And for rank insubordination. You question my judgment, my competence, my
I don't want to get
intelligence.
into this. You are the one who comes around here to bother me. You are a bully, a despicable man. I have nothing to say.
All right, let's just accommodate that, Mrs. Elliott. You're fired.
You need a psychiatrist.
Get out, right now.
Mr. Clark, just what was that all
Distinctly
about?
said, no one moved during the singing of the school song. Now, if you can't understand that, find yourself another place to work.
I was picking up a piece of
They
paper.
contradicted me in front of my students.
They're my students.
They are my students, Mr. Donnell.
Just what are you trying to prove? I'm working my ass off for you. Took the demotion. I'm doing my job. And you're just getting your rocks off by treating me like trash.
No, sir. That's what you were picking up.
Damn it. You give me the goddamn respect you would damn well want yourself, or I will kick your black ass.
You are suspended, sir. As of right now. Get out.
If we are alpha males, we are supposed to clash. We are supposed to disagree.
Yeah.
That's how we grow. Bro, if you agree with everything that I say, you're a follower.
Right.
You're a slave.
Right.
And if I allow you to do that, then I'm an egomaniac.
Oh, my God. What is going on?
Mr. Donnell is suspended. Indefinitely.
You don't have the power to suspend a
Then
teacher.
I can recommend. Miss Ruiz, get me the forms.
Yes, sir. Mr. Clark, please. Mr. Darnell is more than just a football coach. He teaches English.
Not anymore.
The state practice test is tomorrow. Do you have to do this now?
Miss Levias, the Bible said it was our charge. What do you want? It can wait.
Do you have any idea of the chaos you have caused around here? Nobody knows what you're doing.
That's exactly the way I like it. Where you going?
Lunch.
Huh?
Lunch.
All right, now listen. Try to eat some vegetables for a change, okay? Lay off those muffins.
All right, I'll see you later, Miss Black.
All right, now don't bunch up down there, people. That doesn't concern you, man. We'll tell you about it later. Anisha? Smile down. Anisha? Now, I told you, if you have any problems, you come and see me. Come on now. I've known you more than half your life. What's the matter? How are your grades?
They're not too good.
Well, why not? You're a smart girl. You shouldn't be having any problems.
I don't have no place to live.
Well, where's your mother?
Don't want me no more.
Yeah, come with me. Come on. Let's see what I can do about this. Mr. Elias, you know Kanisha Carter.
You go on in, Miss Ruiz.
Is he all right?
She'll survive.
Kanisha here is having a problem at home. I want you to pull her file, talk to her, and then get back to me.
Come on, Kanisha.
Carter, I ran into Kanisha in the halls, talking about her grades. She says you don't want her around anymore.
Don't expect your sympathy. I ruined my life. I know that's my business to deal with that. It's been hard enough.
When Kanisha was in the 5th grade, you were one of my most active parents. You were always at school helping out.
We don't mean to pry, Mrs. Carter, but Kanisha has a gift. She's that spark, and we have to look after her. Why would she think you wouldn't want her?
But no one cared.
I had Kanisha when I was 15. I don't want no welfare, so I quit school, worked, came home at night, didn't have no life. So when she was old enough to take care of herself, so I thought I ran out and I got one fast. Is that what you're doing now? I'm just not back on my feet, you know. As I get clean, I see myself for who I am. And I hate it. And I don't want her to see me like this no more.
But no one cared.
So when the people from the foster home came by, I thought it was the right thing to do. Why would I want to give her? I love her.
There is a problem with our mentality as a people. Absolutely. But it's too painful to say that something is wrong with our minds. We clinically need help. Like, you know, people go off to war and they have the same syndromes that we have. We don't admit it. You know, and so we think from a white person's perspective. As a matter of fact, in my lectures, in my God Box lectures, I said one of the biggest problems with black people is most black people see themselves through the eyes of white people. Look at the way we dress. Look at the way we wear our hair.
The best way to say it, woman, your energy is right, yeah.
I want everyone in this school to learn that song in English and Spanish immediately. Take a bow, Mrs. Powers. You've rewritten our alma mater. You have to stay here and listen to these accusations.
You will listen. You will stand there and you will listen.
All right, Mr. Bias. All right, go ahead and talk.
For the past 7 months, you've been flapping your mouth and you haven't heard a thing. You haven't even seen what's painfully obvious.
I'll tell you what I do.
No, I'm talking now. Let me finish. Everybody here may not like you as a person, but we all applaud your effort. But what you don't understand is the same people who support you are the ones that you're beating up. You don't even take the time to say, thank you. The job well done, nothing. You just step in their necks.
constantly abuse them, criticize them. What do you want from me? What the hell do you want? I want you to get this straight. Most of the teachers here are here because they care about those children out there, this school, this fight. They are in it with you. They take it home at night, the same as you. They are part of those children's lives. You are thoughtless and cruel, and it hurts. And none of them deserve it. They are sick of it, and so am I.
And I want to tell you what the people out there are saying about you and what they think about your chances. They say you're inferior. You are just a bunch of niggers and spicks and poor white trash. Education is wasted on you. You cannot learn. You're lost. I mean, all of you. I want all the white students to stand up. All my white students, stand up right now. Stand up. Come on. All my white students, stand up. Stand up. That's it. Come on. Stand up. These are my white children. And they're the same as all of you. They've got no place to go. If they had, they would have abandoned us a long time ago like everybody else did. But they couldn't. So here they are at Eastside High, just like the rest of us. You can sit down. Are you getting my point, people? Is it beginning to sink in? We sink, we swim, we rise, we fall, we meet our fate together. Now, it took the help of a good friend to make me know and understand that. And I do understand it, and I'm grateful. I'm eternally grateful.
I'm wondering what line of thought is it, what pattern is it, John McNeely and all of y'all, but y'all have my biggest artist here, and y'all in here, y'all Def Jam staff is dealing with Jay's marketing without me. Please explain that to me, because this seems treacherous. I don't get it.
This is supposed to be a small meeting.
So how y'all have any meetings about Jay without me? I don't understand that. Y'all don't, Jay's not on Def Jam, Jay's on Rockefeller. Y'all not better than me. Y'all trying to make, I don't understand that. I want somebody to explain it to me. I ain't get no calls about nothing. And I'm not even trying to, y'all pull this shit. Y'all know what we going through with Biggs and all that. Y'all gonna fuck around like this?
Actually, we did know about the big thing.
I know y'all know about it. Y'all went to the fucking wake. I want to know, I seen all of y'all yesterday. Why nobody told me about a marketing plan about Jay-Z? This is not your fucking artist. Y'all don't do nothing for Jay-Z without me. What the fuck? That's why y'all trying to make this like, oh, that's also, y'all the ones promoting me and him got a beat too? Because we don't. How y'all got a meeting about Jay without me? How y'all make any decisions about Jay without me? Huh, John?
Damon, how you gonna have a problem with me?
Because I'm asking you because you here on Jay's behalf. I bet you Jay don't know I wasn't invited. I bet you that. An email, now we discuss things through emails. Y'all giggling and shit with my artist. He's not a Def Jam artist. He's a Rockefeller artist. And y'all not nobody in this room better than anybody in my staff. So how y'all having a meeting, y'all make any decisions about Jay without my authority? That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't get. What's up? Hey. All of these people. Who are all these people? How y'all talking about my artist career without me? What the fuck you laughing at?
I'm laughing at someone told me we're having a small meeting.
All right, well then that's what I want to know.
It was really just...
All right, so then I want to know who called the meeting. Who called the meeting about Jay with all these nice people without me?
John came to me this week.
All right then, how do y'all call a meeting about Jay-Z without Rockefeller? There ain't even nobody from Rockefeller in here. It's more Def Jam in here. How y'all have a meeting about Jay without Darren or Gerard or Damon Dash or anybody else?
Gerard, you invited to this?
Yeah, do a fucking email. Don't play no games, man. Y'all don't have no meetings about any one of my artists without me knowing about it. And giving me and calling me direct, like you're calling me about everything else and saying, yo, do you want to be at this meeting or you don't? None of y'all better than me. None of y'all.
Amen. Well, that's what. So let me ask you a question. Do you want to continue the meeting?
Yeah, let's continue the meeting, but I'm asking for some answers. Let's get some protocol. Y'all don't do that shit for no other artists. Y'all think y'all gonna come and get my biggest artist and fucking control his last album? Y'all, you think I trust y'all with his fucking shit? I don't trust y'all with nothing. Without no representation from my crew here? Who? Gerard came with me. He's the one that let me know, like, yo, I just got an email. He just let me know. Y'all don't confirm nothing without me. It should be I confirmed that meeting. Y'all having a marketing meeting about this. No one spoke to Damon Dash. It ain't about Gerard. Yeah, it's a good thing he did call me at 11 o'clock after I just came from one of my best friend's wake. Via fucking email. Like I'm checking my email at this time in my life. Y'all know what the fuck I'm going through? Right, so then you don't have no meetings about Jay without Rockefeller staff. Y'all didn't know that before? Now we continue with the meeting. I don't understand that.
Because we felt we were going to have a small meeting.
Why do y'all... Listen, Jay's not your artist. It's not for you to call him meeting. He's my artist. He's his artist. He's down with Rockefeller. Y'all don't make those... I don't know if I want her to do publicity. Y'all already chose a fucking product manager. I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I trust that. Y'all don't make all these decisions. Y'all bring them to me, and then I'll go tell Jay. Because Jay hasn't been in the office in 2 years. But he don't know what the fuck is going on.
So should we make it a smaller meeting?
No. You wanted it big. Why should it be smaller? Because my staff is here?
No, I'm saying obviously...
What you mean? How do you invite my staff to one of my artist meetings? We invite you.
I thought we'd do this together, Dan.
Exactly.
Nobody left you out.
What you mean no one left me out? Y'all did not call me. Don't send out like clearly. Do not send me no email. Call me. I'm not even talking to you. You should shut the fuck up anyway. That's why shit is fucked up. Because y'all stay trying to do that. Y'all should have called Damon Dash and said, you want the whole fucking thing to hear it? Keep the door open. I don't give a fuck. Y'all should have called Damon Dash, make sure I was privy to it, and make sure I was CC'd or whatever. You don't send an email randomly at 10:30 at night or whatever it is at night, the day we all had to wait. That shit don't fly right. That shit is fucked up. And on another level, it's not for y'all. Y'all do not control any of my artists. That's why I'm asking questions. Everybody looking dumb in the face. So what was we doing? What was we talking about?
Got my swag, I should slap your ass. Nigga, you must be on E for thinking you M. You a clown, he wanna leave with the W, but he dyslexic. Nigga, your upside's down, you only an imposter. So switch yourself around and you will see fucking with E. You ain't just trying to be M, nigga, you trying to be me. I told a nigga, yo, I said completely off topic. If I told my bros Kevin and Tony Durant to describe his wife by using a game of ball, I would tell them niggas his misses is the first 3 misses if a nigga was playing horse. Why you looking stupid, boy? Everybody know what she known for. First, her head is 1 pill short of a medicine cabinet. She let niggas squeeze they mayonnaise on her lettuce and carrots. She beg them to go raw. She a slut in a whore. That bitch is a cold slaw.
Hillary Clinton, her family is the reason why over 600,000 black people are in jail when her husband signed the Nonviolent Drug Act. That's what opened the doors to all of these laws that's put, or most of these laws that are put in black, put 600,000.
Type of way about that, then play the floor. Now I smash this fucking crack of marshmallow and make a s'more. I was talking on that nigga.
So while we're critiquing Trump, which Trump is a problem, but the Clinton family as a whole helped put America in the hole that it's in. Yeah. They deregulated banks, which caused the housing crash, which caused all of these conglomerates to own all the radio stations and all of the venues. The Clinton family did that. So she pull out hot sauce and we get all emotional. The Clinton and the Bush family and the Reagan family are almost one fucking family. I'd rather deal
waiting to let something
You ain't hit him with the Jew shit?
What?
The shit with the turning your back, you turned your back on God, not the Marvel. I told a nigga, I said, yo, I had a lot of gas on my chest. Rex said, move, light the fire then. that ignited the question of why would you decide to name yourself Iron Solomon? All right, aside from the obvious, I know Solomon is your middle name and Aaron is your first, so you figuring Aaron, Iron is close enough, it works. But see, when we think of Solomon, I'm gonna have to spin this a different way to get you convinced. I'm gonna have to give it to y'all niggas in the biblical sense. See, what they teach is that Solomon was a king and he was one of the wisest men. But what they don't teach is that it was a flip side to him. He indulged in a lot of sin, a lot of idolatry, and he had so much wealth and power that the devil got inside of him and he turned his back on Yahweh because he started thinking God was him. Now, why would your mama then in turn decide to honor him and name you after that King Solomon? See, she cursed him from the name she gave him when she birthed him. And that's why I'm on this stage for this specific purpose, because I'm God's son. He sent me down to do his dirty work and wash this motherfucker up because he's a dirty person. So don't blame me and try and act all hard. Blame this ass whooping on your mother for naming you after a king that turned his back on God.
Oh my God!
This is supposed to be a small meeting.
So how y'all have any meetings about Jay without me? I don't understand that. Y'all don't, this Jay's not on Def Jam. Jay's on Rockefeller. Y'all not better than me. Y'all trying to make, I don't understand that. I want somebody to explain it to me. I ain't get no calls about nothing. And I'm not even trying to, y'all pull this shit. Y'all know what we going through when we're bigs and all that. Y'all gonna fuck around like this?
Honestly, we did know about the big thing.
I know y'all know about it. Y'all went to the fucking wake. I want to know, I seen all of y'all yesterday. Why nobody told me about a marketing plan about Jay-Z?
What is that? Let's get it tomorrow. Let's get it tomorrow, bro. What is that? What is that? You don't know. What the fuck? What took his heart though was the first round. Cause you remember he told Ness, he battled Ness before. He told Ness like in 33, because he was like, Ness is 33, so he did a scheme like, in 33 AD, Jesus and Judas died, so in this 33rd year, Ness gets crucified. Now you can know something by looking through Jesus' eyes of getting beat by a Jewish guy.
David asks, why are we so forlorn and feeble acting? Bullying is not okay, but if the bully is in the image of our God, won't we be afraid to defend ourselves against our own God?
So
is this why we don't act?
You told Ness in 33 AD, Jesus and Judas died. So in this 33rd year, Ness gets crucified. Sound cute, but you Jewish, right? So why would you try to insult our intelligence? Jews study the Torah. Jesus don't appear to the New Testament. See, you a fucking fraud. Matter of fact, Jews don't even believe Jesus is the Son of God. So here's a nigga that will go against his religion to win a battle. That's scary and that's fucking odd. But see, I know what happened. You figure since most of us believe in Jesus, you would use him to adapt to your demographic, but that was blasphemous. You gave every rabbi in this world your ass to kiss, and your family ain't recommending you, so they just as bad for this. I hope y'all all go to hell and have to walk around with gas shoes. You ain't got no fucking right to be exploiting Christ. You and your family moissanite. Y'all are some fake ass Jews.
Why? Why? Who cares? Why? We all here. Why now you want to call a meeting? No one is, so then get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck. Then get out. This is
85% of black boys diagnosed with the ADHD don't have their fathers in their life, which is why I've renamed ADHD Ain't No Daddy at Home Disorder.
Right.
ADHD. It's not about mental health, Roland. It's about the breakdown of the black family that leaves the mother there with the responsibility of turning a boy into a man.
Until you repair, or until black people repair their relationship with their women, we will never move forward. He said, even though it is not our fault that our families were ripped apart, you know, the transatlantic slave trade, on and on and on. He said, but if you look at the power structures in America and in history, it's always been families. It's always been the Rothschilds. It's always been the Bushes and, you know, the rest of the families. He said, so before we can move forward, we must stop. And it's as men, it is our responsibility to make it better.
Before I hold you in my arms, I wanna hold you in my heart. Before we share our love upon that bed, I wanna place this crown upon your head, woman. Girl, you're my queen, majesty. You are my queen, majesty. Don't you know you are my queen? I feel like I grumble, but you're always trying your best. So when the whole world a crumble, your lion is alright. Before I hold you close, just before I hold you close. Oh girl, I wanna let you know that when all is done and all is said, you deserve that crown upon your head, woman. Said queen, don't you know you are my queen, baby? Majesty, yes you know you are, majesty. You are my queen, baby, majesty. You know. So hear me now, when me say Cleopatra, Queen of Sheba, Nefertiti, are you are your feature? Empress man in a beautiful creature. You summarize every queen of the East seas out. Every night crawler and gully creeper. I mean I know about no Mona Lisa, and but me know Venus and Serena. Undisputed Queen Amiga. To the river bank come the river bank skin girl. All good you know, no problem girl. Kill a body of physique, shot them both.